Hello and welcome back. Thank you for stopping by today's video. Today we will be doing the final video for this office makeover. I am so relieved. You have no idea. So I am just picking up basically where I left off from. As I stated in my last video, I had a slight injury to my finger, which I'm just now I'm not going to say getting back up because it didn't stop me from working, but the finger was a little bit too sore. And so I held off a couple of days of getting back in here until I was able to come in and finish this off. So this is the final video. So right now what I'm doing is I'm basically just cleaning up my mess. And then once I clean up everything, I am going to, I'm going to start putting up some of the little decorations that I have. Now, first, let me say this. I am utilizing what I have. I did think about like purchasing things which I am, but like nothing major. So let me just put that out there. So I'm utilizing what I actually have here at the house. I have other photos and pictures that is in the storage, but I'm not going to the storage. What's in the storage is going to stay in the storage. It's daunting to keep going there. And so I am using basically things that I had here at the house. Now, I did months ago go to the storage. And when I went to that storage, I went ahead and got some of the, my degrees and whatnot that I got out of there, and picture frames that I know that I was going to actually donate to Goodwill. And so I did get that out of there. I have a box that is sitting in the entryway, and I am loading that box up with things that I'm making another trip back to Goodwill. So I will be going to Goodwill tomorrow to drop that box off. I did paint this final wall. I did that off of camera. No need for me to waste anyone's time in showing you that. You see me paint the other walls. I am putting back these photos back up. I actually like these photos there. I did think about putting curtains in here, but I don't want any curtains up. I actually just like the blinds there. These are custom blinds that I had Home Depot to make years ago. And then I installed them once they came in. But I just don't want the curtains in here. So I'm not going to even get off into that. So I'm just wiping these pictures down as I'm putting them up. I am also, let me say this. So I have a gold mirror, which you will see I'm going to show you. I want to keep that mirror which is going to go behind me. I contemplated for days, did I want to purchase some digital artwork that I could have print out and then hung them up in my black picture frames? Did I want to purchase canvas and do some artwork myself? I'm just was confused. I even spent hours on Pinterest. So I still don't know. You're gonna see I'm gonna hang the frames up. I'm thinking about even getting a larger frame. So that is the only last purchase that I would be making for this space. Well, that's a lie. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. I have to get another rug. I had a rug that was actually under my desk prior to me even recording my office space. It was one of those like fur-like rugs. It was black, and I got it because, it was beautiful. I got it from Wayfair. But after a while, it just really just don't look so pleasant to look at. I mean, it was just gross. It was hard to vacuum. I don't care how much you shake and dust it and beat it. It just was just nasty. So I threw it away. So now this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put this mirror on the wall actually behind my desk. And this Amazing Grace, I'm not going to even tell you how many decades I had that. It's over 2. I'm going to keep the plaque that has my scripture on there. All things are possible if you believe, which is Mark 9:23. So that's going to go behind me right there on the wall. And then also I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do. I had that in my office that was on site. So those are the 2 black frames. The artwork that's in there, I purchased that from Amazon years ago. That is going to come out once I decide what artwork is going to go on there. Those 2 canvas are canvas that my husband and I did at a sip and paint a couple of years back in New Orleans doing New Year's. And so I do want to include that in this space. And so that's what I'm doing. Those pictures are too large to go into this space. I do want to make sure that I do include my little mirror that looks like a watch. I think it's so cute in this space as well. And I was debating, I don't know what I want to put over that bookcase. I just don't even know. I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway, what I did do over to the bookcase, that's me showing you. I'm putting up the pictures from my degrees, and then I'm going to put up my pictures of my boys from the military. Those gold picture frames, I'm just going to donate those to Goodwill. I don't want them. I don't have space for them. I mean, it's just not going to work. What I did do to the bookshelf to declutter is I had a box that I had purchased back after Christmas, was at General Dollar. And the box was actually on clearance because it was way after Christmas. I got it in January, to be honest with you. And I think I got that big box maybe for like $1 or $2. Those is just more decor that I have to separate in containers. And so what I did was I just took all of the things that I have going on the shelf, like I told you, upcoming DIYs, and I put them into the box so that it visually would not be shown. You know, it will give this disguise to look, not so cluttery. And what I'm going to do, I had another box. I'm going to cover both of those boxes up, either with contact paper or paint it or something. I don't know. So they can just be a solid color. So that way I can just store things in to keep it look more neat. I just don't want everything to be visually out and seen. So I did that with the bookcase. You will also see where I end up putting the shoe bench in front of the window, which you've seen that already. And I did that because I was thinking about getting the 2-tier shoe cabinet. Now, I have that at my back entry door. And it works fine back there. I'm debating, should I get that from up here? The reason I didn't choose to get that, which this is actually what I wanted, and my oldest son purchased this for me. But I didn't want it because when people come over and people take their shoes off, not everyone can stand up while taking their shoes off. People actually, some need to sit down to take them off. And so that is why I got that. And so I'm going to keep this. It works. It's fine there. I'm fine with it here. As I stated, this is a multifunctional room. My office craft room. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's my space. Years down the line, I'll have visually what I want. I'm going to take what I got and work with it. We're doing a Betty Wright. Okay. So that I'm keeping the bench there. So I didn't want it to completely cover the room up. The dog do like to come up and she likes to look out the window. And so I wanted to leave her some room around it to come. She'll sit and look out the window. So I did want to keep that area clean and out of the way right there. I am just going to sit and let you continue to watch me make over this space. I will jump back in when I start back explaining of what's going on. Again, thank you for stopping by today's video. I greatly appreciate each and every last one of you. It means so much to me for you taking the time to watch my video, leaving a comment as well. Leaving comments on your YouTubers, the content creators video allows the algorithm from YouTube to push your video out to other viewers. So it helps that way of pushing your video out. Your video is getting recommended to other viewers. That way you can get your subscribers up, and that is what we all trying to do on this on this platform. And so I want to say thank you so much. There are a few that I know that comment on every video that I post. Thank you so much. I do truly appreciate it. Now, before I back up and just put the music on and let you continue watching, I'm hanging up these pictures. I decided to put the artwork over the bookcase. As I stated, this is artwork that my husband and I did while we was in New Orleans for New Year's for my birthday 4 years ago. And so I just hung that up over there, and I actually like it there. So continue watching, and I'll jump back in when I think I need to explain. Thank you. Okay, so now I got the pictures hanging up behind my desk area, which I am still trying to find exactly what I want to go into the black picture frames. I'm not even sure if I want to purchase larger black frames, but when I do get the frames, they will go into those designated spaces. I just may even just get the picture frames and decide to do artwork myself. I don't even know if I want to get a canvas or not. So I'm just contemplating that. My mind is not completely made up, and I just don't want to rush, make a decision, purchase things, do it, and then do away with it. So I'm going to hold off on that. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking out my husband degrees out of the other picture frames, some frames that I did have also. I'm taking those out. Those frames are going to be donated to Goodwill as well. So I'm going to do away with those. They are going in that box that's out there in the entryway. And then you're going to see me hanging up my degrees and both of our son's military pictures in that space. I did later came back and revised this space just a little bit. I made a few changes, not a lot. So you will see that down in the end when I get to the reveal. This was last night. As I stated, I did finish this off. I am so glad that it's done. I'm so glad I did clean out and donated a lot of stuff to Goodwill. I still have things that in the big storage that I have to go through when that time comes, of things that I will have to see. But I don't want to touch those, as I stated, because I don't know what my office eventually will look like when time comes. So I'm going to just leave that there. So I did come back and get those pictures all lined up in the correct, even out on the wall, but I just did that off camera. Yeah, see, it was off, but I did come back and eventually I lined them up. So let's take a look at where we initially started from. Remember this, I had utilized this space for storing things that once I was cleaning out the other rooms. This is my office that I am in this space 9 to 10 hours, Monday through Friday, guaranteed. I am also in this space on some Saturdays, and periodically I'm up here on Sundays, but it works. Now let's get into the reveal. Those are the 2 boxes that I stated that I have. I'm going to paint those boxes so that everything can be uniform. Those card stocks that I have on the side, I'm using those in a DIY. Those are the photos. My husband's picture is on the left. My artwork is on the right. It just brings back memories to look at that. You seen on the back of the door, that is what I'm utilizing to store my ribbons in, as well as paperwork. So I just moved past that for the paperwork, so nothing will be shown from that. That's a DIY project that I have coming up. Here I have this little cart that's on wheels. I'm utilizing this. That is where I keep, my microphone, and the pink pouch is where I have my SD cards and all that for that. My embellishments. I am going to paint this. I got to get organizers that's going to fit. Right now, the ones that I do have that was already here at home, they don't fit in the drawer. The drawer is too small. And so I'm going to see if the Dollar Tree have any. If they don't, then I'll figure something out. So anyway, I'm using this cart for that. So it works great right by the desk. It can roll and move out of the way. I did add the door, put the door back on to my cabinet space. You can see there's the wall. I put the pictures back up there. My treadmill has to stay over there in my corner. As I stated, I get on this throughout the day. It works being in this space. I don't want it in the bedroom. I don't want it in my great room. No, not going to work. So this is where I made some changes too. I have 2 of those bar stool benches. I'm going to try to find me a flower pot that can actually fit down in there. I think it's cute for my little plant that I have there. I like my little plant. See, I have 2 of those. I would love to do those over, but that'll come. Here's what I was stating about my bench. Those shoes are only for my treadmill. I don't walk on those shoes only but the treadmill. So they are always sitting on my treadmill. This is what I was stating with the bench. I got to get a rug. So I will eventually get that. But here's the space. I mean, it's not a glamorous office, which I would love to have a glamorous office, but that will come. Patience is a virtue. Anyway, so I decided at the very last minute to hang my sign up over the entryway door, so that way you can see it. I can sit at my desk and always look up at that. So again, thank you for stopping by today's video. I greatly appreciate you. Remember to always be bold, be creative, and most importantly, be you.